Okay, here we have a 3-inch roof vent, very typical of what I see on an inspection. You can see there's a pretty big gap there for water to intrude into the home. So what I'm going to do today is replace it and just show you homeowners just how easy it is to do. So the first thing that I've done is to remove all the exposed nails. As you can see, one of the other things that I noticed here on this property is that this row of shingles should actually have went over the top. In case you ever get a wind-driven rain and you don't want it to go underneath and to go into the opening where the plumbing vent does come through the roof. So when we redo this, we're actually going to fix that. Alright, so what I've done here is taken all the nails out so all the shingles are loose. Preferably a cooler day is best for this. What happens is the shingles get so hot that they'll actually be harder to lift up and break away from the the glue strip. When it's cooler, you just take a flat bar and it comes off really easy. So we can come away from this glue strip right underneath here. So what I've done now is actually taken that shingle completely loose. And you just want to be careful not to break it, because when we have older shingles on the roof, it's not easy to get them to match, so we want to keep it in good shape. Alright, so I've actually taken all the nails loose from the top, and now I'm simply going to be real careful not to break any shingles. Take that old one off and grab the new one. So what I've done is now I've got that other row below nice and loose. I've slid down the collar over the top, and as you notice, I actually brought this row above the top, so now if we get a wind-driven rain, it'll go right over the top and go right off the roof. So what I'm going to do now is basically cut everything and make it so it's a nice clean look around the side of it and nail it back in. Alright, as you can see, I've got everything cut around it nice and smooth, and you got that one row lapped over the top, so if we get that driving rain, it'll just flow right around. The other thing I've also done here is improved the flow a little bit by cutting a little extra around the sides. Keep in mind, we're dealing with water on the roof, so anytime we can allow water to freely flow past any object is better. Caulk is not the answer. So I just want to reiterate that to all people out there, homeowners. Whenever you go up on the roof, there's a leak, don't just keep adding caulk. You want to fix the problem properly. Part of that is making sure water flows easily around every object. Alright, so what I've done now is actually went underneath and nailed all the pertinent locations. And as you can see, the only thing we notice that's a little bit different is this row is actually going right over the top. You can actually see the old nail holes. So that water will stream right over the top now. Got good flow around the sides. And we got the last row of shingles back in. And now we're going to go ahead and finish nailing it off and get our bottom row of nails at the very bottom and caulk those, and we will be all wrapped up. Alright, last step. Got all the nails in. All I'm going to do is run some caulking over the top. Silicone works. There's some specialized caulking for roofs as well. That can be used as well. Just something to get over those nails just so the water does not follow in around the penetrations where the nail goes in and get into the roof and cause any damage. Other than that, we're pretty much wrapped up here. As you can see, it's all sealed up. Everything's done nice and clean. And pick up our garbage, take that off the roof, and we'll be good until the next flashing fails. Thanks again. You've been watching KP Home Inspections.